Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Today I went to church, and that was good as usual. And we talked about prayer, which is really cool. I like sermons about prayer because prayer is something I really struggle with sometimes. And so we were talking about praying without ceasing, and I came to a realization that God can hear all of our thoughts anyway, so why not just think to God? Then we can pray without ceasing and make Him a part of every conversation and every part of our lives in a whole new way. So that's an interesting thought I'd throw that out there. Today I'm gonna go drive my smoking hot babe of a car for the first time, and I'm really excited because I wasn't allowed to drive her before because Casey, my cousin, she's like the daughter of my parents' best friends, so she's like my cousin. She finally gave us the legal rights to her, and look, there she is. She's the front car right there. And so I got to go drive her today, and I might drive her to DFC, which is the church I go to on Wednesdays, and because I need to drop off my papers for the Power Surge conference, and I'm so excited because I haven't been to a church conference let me think, it's been a really long time, like over a year, and I'm super excited because it'll be a way to initiate myself into their youth group. So I'm excited about that. Something interesting happened here. I'm going to put this down while I get the book that I need to get. I was reading last night in Exodus because I'm reading my way one chapter at a time through Exodus now. And I noticed something that I hadn't noticed before. I read chapter 13 last night. And when I got to the end of chapter 13 and read the first verse of 14, the first verse is just, "Then the Lord said to Moses." And then I was thinking, now that's kind of interesting that it has a verse all to itself. I mean, just "Then the Lord said to Moses." So I looked back, and the beginning of the first verse of chapter 13 is "The Lord said to Moses." So 14 and 13 start the same way. And so do 12 and 11, and all the way back through chapter 5. And so in chapter 5, that is when God gives Moses the command to go help his people and deliver them from the Egyptians. And he keeps doing this through verse 14. And it's through verse 14, or not verse, chapter 14. It's through chapter 14 that, that's the whole duration of the process of God delivering his people. And so when God asks Moses to do this crazy hard thing to go tell Pharaoh to let his people go, God is just constantly talking to him this whole time, and it's so important. They made it the forefront of every chapter, and that's super cool. And when they're finally delivered in chapter 15, it starts out, "Then the Moses and the Israelites sing this song to the Lord." So it's just cool. I don't know, because whenever God asks us to do something hard, if we're constantly listening for his voice and obeying, then he's going to be talking to us all the time. And so prayer isn't just this one-way conversation. It's both ways. And then when he delivers us from whatever hard thing we're going through, or when he gives us victory, that's the word I was looking for. When he gives us victory, then it'll be our time to talk back and thank him. And it's just really cool. So I just thought I'd share that with you because it's something that stuck out to me. In the comments box, you should tell me the last thing that you read. The last book or poem or short story or song lyric. Last thing that you read in the comments box. Last thing I'd read was the Bible. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope your Sundays go awesome and have a blessed week. Mwah!